All right, heading into game 3. It's going to be Hero versus effOrt. Oh my god, we're going to have a ZVZ on crossing field. I'm super excited about this. Oh god, Hero versus effOrt. So this can go one of two ways. Either it's going to be like a really epic back and forth ZVZ with like really intense Muto Scourge micro and like really subtle mind games, because both of these players are really good at ZVZ. It's either going to be that, or it's going to be like a one-sided stomp where one player just has more lanes than the other, and that's the end of the game. So we'll have to see. But I guess that's the general feeling that you get from ZVZ. ZVZs always turn out that way. It's either like super epic or really uninteresting. But I like ZVZ. There's lots of little intricacies. It's difficult to really defend or scout very well in this matchup, so you end up with a lot of very difficult things to keep up with. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna figure out who is who real quick. We have Hero's name is Jo Il-jong. Okay, so effOrt is going to be in the red, and sorry, Hero is going to be in the red, and effOrt is in the yellow. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't say that sooner. So we have effOrt over here. It looks like he's going to be going for either the 12 pull, or if he's crazy, he's going to go for the 12 hatch. I would be really surprised if he went for the 12 hatch, but oh my god, what a baller. He is going to be going for the 12 hatch. This is usually really risky in this matchup, but it works really nicely if you know your opponent's going to be going for the 12 pull. Meanwhile, across the map, it looks like it's going to be a 12 hatch mirror. This is very rare. You almost never see this, but it might also have to do with the shape of this map as well. We talked about this a little bit on the TriCast last week, is that this map is so big and so long, and the rush distance is gigantic, that going for early expands is really not all that bad, because it's got this kind of weird circular area in the middle of the map, and then like getting up into the natural is a really long way as well. So pretty cool stuff from both these players. I believe this one also has the backdoor expansion, so you can go up to 3 bases pretty quickly. And if we get to a point where both players can defend their 2 bases, we could definitely see some Hive-Tech ZVZ on this map in particular. Did I ever put my face back up? I did not. Hey guys, where's my face? Where's my face? There's my face! Alright. Small things. This is definitely the thing to keep an eye on, is where people spend their first gas and how many guys they pull off gas immediately afterwards. But looks like effOrt is going to be going into the lair. He's going to continue getting gas, so he's definitely going to be going heavy into the Mutalist, not going to be playing ultra safe. And that's not surprising, knowing that his opponent with 12 hatch as well. He doesn't really have to cut drones. He doesn't really have to get extra minerals out for a sunken early on. He can just relax, drone up really heavily. If he sees lings coming out from his opponent, he just builds one more set of lings, and then he's safe. So smart play so far by both players, just doing the standard ZVZ things. It's really nice to actually see a passive ZVZ opening. It's not something you see very often. So it almost kind of guarantees that we'll be going into a mostly normal mid game without any kind of crazy shenaniganry. But 2 of these lings sneaking around, they're going to be able to get in the middle line, but 2 more lings come out. Gonna be able to easily deal with that. And this is a small win for effOrt. He managed to force out an extra set of lings from Hero. But actually, he's going really heavy into the lings himself, so maybe just playing a little bit safer. Maybe he saw those lings out in the natural and wanted to make sure he was safe. But I think this might be an overcommitment to lings for effOrt. Either that, or he's going to be going for a big attack coming up soon. Hey Penny Brood War SC2. I've actually been casting all of the team battles this week and last week, so if you ever want to check it out, I will always be casting these for right now unless I fall asleep. Ooh, look at that hiding spot behind the tree, dude. Behind the tree. Oh, he finds him anyway. What? What? Map hacks. I think he just saw it on the mini-map, because even though you can't actually see it, look, the lings are hiding into the tree over there too. Oh god. Okay, now we know Crossing Field has the magical hidden tree. Oh, is he actually got lings up into the main? That's insane. There's not really much to scout, nothing that like out of the ordinary that you would see. It's not like, oh my gosh, this is incredible, but it's gonna be really annoying because he can just run around with these lings forever and cause trouble, and you really have to tag them in order to deal with it. Meanwhile, a big attack coming across the map from effOrt. Sling's still alive in the main base, could definitely pick off a couple drones if it's left alone. Meanwhile, the first Mulas are coming out from both players, so we're definitely going to start moving into that Mulas versus Mulas fight. Ling in the main dies, so that's dealt with now. Hero definitely feeling a lot more comfortable in his position now, moving across the map with his lings. I guess talking about my beard. Oh gosh. This is me just not shaving for like 3 days because I've been busy moving all my stuff. But another link getting into the main base. Gonna see what's going on in Hero's base. Like I said, it's at this point in the game, you don't expect to see anything other than Mutalis. Oh, this Mutalis, no! That is really unfortunate. Losing any Mutalis in this at this point in the game is really rough. But oh, that's a really good concave coming out. The Mutalis are gonna have to come home and clean this up. That's a lot of lings that survive, and that's gonna cause a lot of damage and be very obnoxious to deal with. He honestly needs to probably split his Mutalis, but actually the rest of the lings from Hero move out, so not too much damage done. The biggest problem is just that he lost some mining at that natural, lost some of that gas mining, so that might be a problem later on in the game, but not too big of a deal for right now. And this is the phase of the game where it's just lots of Mutalis, lots of Scourge. You're gonna see small like little couples of Scourge just scatting around the map looking for Mutalis, and the Mutalis from both players just kind of jockey around, making sure that they're not caught out by the other Mutalis pack, etc., etc. So there is a certain timing that some players can do where they add on a couple of lings and go for a big attack, but I think at this point both players are even enough in larva and in units overall that sort of play is not going to happen. So mostly we're just going to be looking for, does anyone go for an epic battle, or is anybody going to get their spores up and go for hive tech with the defilers? And Mutalis flying into the main, they're actually going to be able to pick off at least 3 of these drones, and it's surprising to have this many Mutalis out of position. And here comes the big air battle. Lots of Scourge going through right now. And is the micro good enough from effOrt? Is he going to be able to push this back? Is he going to be able to get the lead? Lots of the Mutalis have gone down for Hero, and actually I think almost all of them. And effOrt winning this battle really nicely. He's actually going to be able to clean up all of Hero's Mutalis and more of these Scourge coming in, but 5 Mutalis left over. That is a huge win for effOrt. At this point, he can move across the map. He can get a little bit of damage done, maybe pick off any Overlords in the center of the map. He's actually going to even bring a couple lings to buffer it from any of the damage from the Mutalis coming out as well. So very nicely played from effOrt. Oh my gosh, he gets right on top of this Mutalis as it's popping out. What luck, RNG, yo. Picking off the Scourge very nicely, and this is brutal. Hero doesn't have anything to deal with this. He's got Mutas in his main, he's got the lings harassing his natural, and a lot of drones are going to go down, if not all of them. There's the GG. effOrt just taking a really decisive fight with those Mutalis and taking the game. Wow.